Well, let's start with the Coach Prime morning routine. What's the first thing you do to get your day started off on the right foot?
First thing I do, wake up, take a shower, brush my teeth. God starts to speak to me about the word, how I'm feeling in my spirit, and I post. Then I come over here, and I stop at Waffle House. Then I come work out. I come work out early.
How much are you chomping at the bit to get the student athletes in here and start going to work? Because not a ton of time between now and the February 21st.
I'm excited, but there's still yet work to be done before they arrive. We're doing a tremendous amount of install right now. The coaching staff, God, they're phenomenal. When I tell you, the Bible says that rod and that staff, they comfort me. The staff truly is very comforting. These guys are awesome, and I cannot wait till the kids get an opportunity to meet them, to learn from them, to be inspired and encouraged and motivated and coached by them and developed by them. It's gonna be phenomenal. They're blessed with a wonderful group of guys.
Yeah, looking at the coaching staff, I noticed good mix of college, pro, high school.
Yeah, you need all of that. You need a collection of guys that very talented, very structured, very organized, but very capable. I mean, we have a coaching staff that's very committed, very competent, challenging coaching staff, but they're very compassionate as well. And I cannot wait till the kids get to meet them, man. It's gonna be a blessing.
And how did you identify the coaches that you wanted? Are these guys you've crossed paths with, obviously?
A lot of them on relationships, like Coach Pollock. I know you think of him as a high school guy, but we've been going to the Unarmed All-American game coaching at that level for the last decade together. So we developed the relationship that we maintained. And when the opportunity arose, I knew he was the guy. And all the other coaches, Dennis Sturman and I were together in Baltimore. I grew up watching DT as a darn Dallas Cowboy. Coach Weeks is well known amongst the NFL. A couple guys have been with me, but all the staff, we have some kind of relationship. And most relationships of someone that recommended them or I knew personally, all substantially over 10 years, over a decade. So I've been watching them or in relationship with them for over a decade, and they've proved themselves.
How did the first meeting go? What was the energy like in that room when you're finally all able to get together? Because I remember you mentioned that you had Zoomed a lot.
Yeah, right? it was awesome. Ashley, our AD, Robinson, really set the tone. He did a great job. He and the administrators spoke first and their expectations of us, which was wonderful. Because academically they are, wow, they're doing it. And we want to maintain our APR in that aspect and the graduation rate as well. So they set the tone and we picked it up from there. And everyone understands that there's an expectation and we want to under-promise and over-deliver.
How much have you enjoyed getting out in the Jackson community, making connections, meeting people?
Unbelievable. Someone tried to, this is how I think. Someone wanted to take me to dinner a few nights ago in a private, secluded place. I'm like, no, man, I want to be amongst the people. I want to see some people. I want to touch the people, feel the people, say what's up, take a picture or two. You know, that's just how I get down, and I'm elated. The city has been wonderful. They've been extending love and showing appreciation, and we ain't done that, you know. But substantiate the hope that they already have in us. And we hope to be a blessing, man, in all aspects, not just on the field, off the field, as well as amongst the community.
I remember you tweeted out inviting someone to invite you over for dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Or cook. Did that happen?
I like that. I want to invite some. We had several persons. We have not done it yet because I've been going to different restaurants. But I want to. I really do. I'm going to do that again. I'm glad you reminded me.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm going to do. What about you? Can you cook?
I'm not a great cook. I can make hot dogs.
When you say, oh, it's over.
I can make pasta and hot dogs.
Don't need
That's
that.
about it.
I don't want no pasta. I don't want no hot dogs.
I tell you, it was a great
soul food.
My mom is a great cook. Yeah. So maybe that could happen. She's a good cook.
Well, I've been to several places. I know Sweetie Pies is downtown. I adore them. What is it? Mama Hammers? Mama Hammers. I was asleep on the way home after Mama Hammers. There's several places that have been a blessing. There's a steakhouse, I think, Prime something that we've gone to as well.
The food here is great. What's maybe the most memorable fan interaction you've had since you were named Coach Prime here? Anyone come to the airport with a Falcons jersey or anything?
No, probably just the mothers amongst the city, just, with the hope and the aspirations of us really being successful, just showing the appreciation and the gratitude. So that's probably nothing crazy. I think there's enough people around me to make sure nothing go down crazy.
So back in your college days, freshman, start on the football team, you played baseball, led the track team to conference championship, right? You've always been a multitasker.
Sure.
A lot of people could use help with advice on how to multitask. What's the secret? How do you do it?
I have a lot of energy. And I'm never satisfied. I got to keep going and going and going and going and going. I mean, I run on Jesus, man. I don't run on a battery, and I'm not even with time or 24 hours. I just go, and I love it. I live the life I love, and I love the life I live.
No coffee needed? Not a big coffee drinker?
I'm a coffee guy.
Okay.
But coffee I like the taste of coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I could drink a whole pitcher of coffee and go right to sleep, so it does not have an effect on me. I love the taste of coffee.
Same here.
Yeah.
3 cups a day I usually drink.
Yeah, there are 3 big cups though.
Oh, wow, I think you got me there. How much traveling do you do in a week? Just give us an idea.
Well, I had been traveling once a week to New York, but that was just out of the kindness of my heart because I had a whole crew coming down to film what I do at Barstools in Dallas. Then the weather turned. Instead of them flying all the way down to me, I'm like, you got 10 people coming down? I'll just fly there to alleviate the pressure. So that'll stop when we really get close to getting started. That'll stop.
Now we're getting closer to signing that. You can't officially talk about any commits or recruits.
But you saw the way I smiled when you said that?
I saw the way you smiled.
What that mean?
That means things are going well, I assume?
Oh, that means I'm playing Ice Cube and I'm laid back in my seats and I'm playing today was a good day.
What's been your strategy on the recruiting trail? How have you been able?
Strategy is to tell the darn truth. You don't have to have strategy when you're honest. We're honest. We got a wonderful staff, wonderful institution of learning, a beautiful city, and we're gonna give you a chance to have the exposure that you desire and a chance to make it to the next level. But if I sit in your living room, which I hadn't been able to, I'm gonna look that mother, that father, that grandma, that auntie, or that uncle in the eye and say, if you send him here, send him to me as a boy, I promise you he's gonna return a man if he wants to. It's on him. All he has to do to stay right and not take that left. That's obvious. It's wrong, but oftentimes they don't.
How similar is your son Shador, the starting quarterback for Trinity, to you? Are you guys a lot different? Are you similar personality-wise?
All my kids, I have 3 sons and 2 daughters. All my kids have a little piece of me. My boys, I'd say DeAndre has she has that. My daughter, my oldest daughter has that. She gonna tell you like it is. She gonna tell you how it is and where it is. That's how she get down. She also is a thinker. My next son, Bucky, he has my entrepreneurship. That's who he is. He's a little businessman. He's graduated from SMU, played ball, didn't go to the next level, but he has that entrepreneurial ability. Shiloh is that guy. He has that dog in me. My son is at South Carolina.
South Carolina,
yeah,
right?
He has that thing that made me who I was on Sundays and Mondays and sometimes Thursday. Shador has that look, that je ne sais quoi, the intellectual, that thought process, that calmness that I possess at times. He has that. And my daughter, I'm still trying to figure that out.
I remember you saying one time you've never been a package deal with anyone. I think that was on the Dan Patrick show.
Yeah.
What would it mean to coach your sons at the college level?
It's a blessing to coach my sons in college. Honestly, I don't think since the 1950s or 60s, we might do fact check, that there hadn't been a head coach and his son as the quarterback in college football.
I can't think of one. You might be right.
I think it's way back then.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couple rapid fire questions for you right here.
I like rapid fire.
Going back to your playing days, least favorite receiver to cover. Anyone come to mind?
No.
I figured you'd say that.
Them all. I love them all. Yeah.
Smartest mind player or coach or media personality that you've worked with that you could think of?
Shoot. I tell you what, I played with some great coaches. Great coaches. All of them had to be smart to make it to that level. I can't say it was a smart-ist guy. What was the second phase of that question?
It could be a player, coach, or media, just the smartest mind that maybe you take something from that.
Player-wise?
Yep, you go player.
It's tough, man.
Met a lot of people.
I met a lot of people, and I played with some true Hall of Famers that really knew the game, but it was not one that just stuck out so much farther than the others.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, usually you go from a player will go jump into coaching and then go to media. You kind of have a unique path, player, media, coach. What kind of unique advantage do you think that might give you?
Well, let me tell you the advantage that life gives me. I've been on a few sides of the coin. So when I go in to recruit a kid, I was that kid, okay? Secondly, I was his coach in high school. Thirdly, now I'm his coach in college just trying to get him. And fourthly, I've been that parent. Whoa, that's a combination. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
That's a
I've
combination.
seen all sides of it. And now in 2021, there's a bill that's trying to be passed with trying to compensate kids for their likeness. When I was a junior at Florida State, I played pro baseball. So I went back my senior year as a walk-on because I had been compensated. So I looked forward to those kids earning income for their likeness. So I'm gonna help them and mature them to be endorsable, to be more presentable, to articulate themselves well in front of the camera. So there's a CEO sitting at home flipping through the channels, see one of our Jackson State kids say, I want to use him to endorse my product.
A lot of people here get excited about the Jackson State Alcorn State rivalry.
Yeah.
What do you know about the rivalry? Have you met head coach Fred McNair yet? Or?
Yes, I have. When we were on a recruiting trip to Southern Miss last year, my son and I, they were playing. I believe it was last year, the year before.
Season opener.
Yes.
Yep.
We actually went over in their locker room because I just wanted to meet him and meet his kids to just pay respect. So we did that.
This is a unique season coming up.
True.
Spring, regular season.
Can't wait till spring comes. Can't wait. God, I can't wait.
What is it?
I may be out there in cleats on the first day of practice. I may open it up to the public. I want everybody to see. But I may not. But there's a good possibility you're going to see me in some cleats in one practice.
I'm looking forward to that. Is practice going to be open? Can we see that?
Maybe not the first ones because it's not going to be all football. There's going to be a lot of conditioning. It's going to be a lot of structure and a lot of seeing who's who. So you may not want to see that.
Can we expect the games to be nationally televised? Do you know anything about that?
I would hope so. I would want to see this. What we're recruiting and what we're planning on putting on the table.
And I mean, you guys will be center stage too.
We should be. We should be. With what we're cooking in the kitchen, we should be.
Number 21, 21st head coach in Jackson State. Introduced on the 21st, February 21st, season opener. How excited are you to get this thing going?
I got 21 reasons that I'm excited, but we don't have time for them. But I'm truly excited to get this going. I can't wait, man. This is, I'm not gonna say it's something I dreamt of, but it's something that is my calling. And I've answered, and I'm ready.